Hey, thanks a lot there. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks. Well, thanks. Good to be here, and I'm feeling good and everything. I had a rough day today, though. I bit my tongue. You ever do that? And I got a big purpley thing on the side of my tongue there, and hurts like a bastard, you know. And it's embarrassing biting your tongue there, you know, because you're walking down the street there, minding your own business, you know, you're just, doodly-doo. Oh! Then you bit your tongue, you got this bit tongue going there, and everybody looking at you, and man, that's bad. People go, hey, what's the matter there? What happened to you? You go, ah. They go, what, you bite your tongue? No, it's my uncle died. But I was thinking about it today, actually. I'm surprised that I don't bite my tongue all the time, you know, because I got so many teeth, you know. I got 50, 100 teeth in my head, and they're all right around my tongue, you know. They're all right near the vicinity of my tongue, and they'll bite anything, my teeth. They don't care, you know. Could be a pork sandwich, could be my tongue. What do they care? They just bite. That's all they know. That's all they know. They're not trained for anything else. They just bite. I got too many teeth. That's the problem. I got like 50, 100 teeth, and I only need, I don't know, I never count them, but I like to deal with round numbers. But I got a lot of teeth. And I don't need hardly any of them, you know, because a lot of them are like, I got fangs here. You ever see these teeth going here? There are a couple of, you got big fangs sticking out, which you got no use for, you know, because that's from back in the old days. You needed them back then to like whatever, you know. You know what I mean? You had to go out in the morning and stalk a gazelle and rip his throat out with your teeth. But, you know, you don't have to do that anymore, do you? Thank God those days are over, huh, folks? Remember back then when you had to wake up? Ah! Ah! I should just take a pair of pliers and pull out. Like, I figure I only need like maybe 6 teeth. I tested it out on a sandwich, you know? All I need, I eat a sandwich, and there's like 4, 5, 6 teeth marks, and that's it. There's no 50, 100 teeth marks. I lost a tooth back in the back of my head, and my dentist wanted to take it out. I said, just leave it, man. I don't need to grind cornmeal or anything like that. You know where you don't want to miss a tooth, though? You ever see a guy no tooth up here in the front? Oh, that looks bad. Oh, man. You look like the stupidest guy in the world. You got no tooth there. You could be the smartest guy in the world, but you got no tooth, and people just think that you're the stupidest guy, you know? You could be the smartest guy in the world, talking to all the other smart guys. Oh, listen now, other smart guys. Listen as I tell you. And people go, hey, you got no tooth there. What the hell are you talking about? Take a look in the mirror. Hey, yeah. But I take good care of my teeth, you know. You got to take care of your teeth. That's what I brush them. You ever do that? Sure you have. Everybody has. What am I asking that for? I got trying to floss. That's a tough thing to get into. Huh? That's a bastard, that flossing. Oh my God, you got a rope there in between your teeth. And then after you're finished, your mouth's a big gushing fountain of blood going there. You know, this feels good now. Yes. I feel a little faint, but I got that thing with I got that piece of pork from the pork sandwich. So that's good. I got that. So I don't floss. The hell with flossing, I say, you know. I do the next best thing. You know what I do? What I do is I tell my dentist that I floss. I just lie to the guy. What the hell do I care? I'm just a dentist, you know. They don't care. The dentists, they don't know any better, you know. He goes, hey, Norm, you've been flossing lately like I told you there. And I go, yeah, yes. And he goes, yeah, you have, because I can't help but notice all the plaque in between your teeth there. I can't help but find there's plaque all between your teeth. And I go, oh, Yes. Well, that's dentist. That's because I on my way over here to the dentist's office, on my way from the place where I was, I come over here. I stopped at I had a bowl of some plaque. I had a bowl of plaque. I had a big dish of plaque there. They had it down at the restaurant. They had a half a pork sandwich and a bowl of plaque. It was their special. And then he goes, all right, fair enough. Where you go? Okay, well, I got no ending to that. But God bless you, folks.
Well, hi, Courtney. Courtney Thorne-Smith.
Hi.
Do you go by all three names, or do you just...
I go by Television's Courtney Thorne-Smith.
Television's Courtney Thorne-Smith.
Yeah, it was a lot for my son when he was little, but he got used to it.
Right, sure.
Yeah, it's important to know how to address people.
Yes.
But a lot of his friends are probably like, wait, what's television?
Yeah, exactly.
My son will actually say to me, I know you were big in the 90s.
But the 90s are back. I'm sure everything you used to wear on Melrose Place is like now being sold at Urban Outfitters.
Well, so I went back and looked at the clip we're talking about today because I hadn't seen it since I was on it. Mm-hmm. And I wanted something to talk about. And those pants are back in. Everything I was wearing is back in.
Everything. Don't you wish you'd kept it all?
I probably still have most of them.
I don't know if that set design's back in, but the clothing's all back in. and the clip you're referencing is it's been famous for a long time, the clip of you with Norm MacDonald on Late Night with Conan O'Brien from 1997.
Yeah, and it just resurfaced again because Norm sadly passed away, surprisingly to I think most people.
Right.
And people were sharing that clip because it was perfect storm of Norm really firing on all cylinders and completely undermining your attempt to promote a movie that you were in.
It became a highlight clip on Conan because that was 97. Like he did a 5th anniversary special. And that clip was like kind of the big ender to the guest package of great memorable moments. And then the 10th anniversary. So it definitely lived on. It was definitely a big part of Late Night with Conan O'Brien prior to the internet really starting up.
But so how did that feel? I mean, you said you just watched it again this morning. How did it feel watching it?
It was so much fun to watch it. I remembered it as being great fun. And I remembered, normally after a talk show appearance, it's kind of like, was it okay? I don't know. It was fine. You know what I mean? But I remember just having so much fun because I'd just been out there laughing.
Right.
And then people would say, was that okay for you? Was that okay? And I thought, to me, watching it, I thought I just looked like someone who was having a wonderful time. He was making me laugh so hard. Conan was
perfect.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Well, I authentically was having a great time. I mean, so I thought, so interesting that people say, and Conan, of course, was like, are you okay? Are you okay? I was like, did you not see me? I was laughing so hard. I was crying. I couldn't even breathe. I just thought and I watched it afterwards. And also I've seen him over the years. I'll run into him and I'll check him because maybe a show had just been on. But I watched it and I thought, I was there with Andy and Norm and Conan. And I thought, what a heavenly place to sit. Like, if someone said you get to have dinner with those three guys, you would say, are you kidding? And you would expect to just sit there and laugh. You wouldn't expect to have deep conversations. You wouldn't expect to get a word in edgewise, but it would be delightful to just sit and laugh. And that's how it felt for me.
And that's exactly what happened.
That's exactly
Well, I think that's what people are responding to is you weren't able to get a word in. It was just... Norm was a steamroller and he was... Yeah.
The second there was a pause, I think after a while, it seemed like you and Conan were kind of like, he's coming back in 3.2 seconds and go. And he just kept interrupting. Had you met him prior to that taping that night?
I don't think so.
Right. I almost think, in a way, it was like, I almost felt like he was trying to flirt with you on camera is that a crazy thought? Just that he was, I think he was trying to impress you.
Yeah, like it was his mating ritual.
Well, I hadn't remembered until I watched it again. They said in the beginning they had a crush on me from the Tom Snyder show, which is also hilarious. So it started off on this lovely note. I mean, you can't, it's not going to get much better than that.
He suckered you in with that. And then it was like,
I don't mind being teased. That's how my family communicates. Right. That's how a group of girlfriends I've been friends with for 30 years. To me, like a generous, loving tease. Now, if he was saying something mean about me, it would have felt differently, but he wasn't.
No, not at all.
It was just funny and light.
Well, you were a guest on Late Night 6 times. So this was somewhere in the middle there, which made me happy too, because I was like, okay, at least you had some other normal appearances on the show as well.
Where you got to talk.
Where you were allowed to
Actually
talk. Yes.
To be interviewed.
It wouldn't have bothered me though, because like I said, talk shows. It's this very strange thing where you have to talk to a pre-interviewer and you have these set stories and the host sets you up. And Conan's so good at this because even though it's set up, you still feel like you're having a conversation. Like there's room to play. He's not going in this story. So you end up going through 10 stories in one talk show appearance. You have nothing left for the next 10 years. You can't talk to anybody for 10 more years. He lets it go and he'll actually have a conversation. So he's great at that. So I went in pretty relaxed. And I think, even I was wearing my actual clothes. Like I think that's what I wore that day. It was before you had to get a stylist. This was pre-stylist. You could actually wear.
Oh.
And I liked it because I wore something that I would actually wear that represented me, right? As opposed to the character I was playing.
Yeah.
So when Norm started going, it just felt like a relief to me. It was like, oh, great. Especially when we were talking about chairman of the board, because, that was not, say, a project of great pride for me. And I had to promote it. And I think I was there to promote it. But Conan started with Melrose Place because he probably thought that was more interesting, and then went into chairman of the board. And I was so happy when Norm took it and ran with it because I didn't know what to say. Like, it's one of those things, it read as funny. I had high hopes for it. I did it. The experience wasn't great. And I thought, oh, this is not going to be what I'd hoped. Like, you thought, you never know, this could be amazing.
I'm sure that happens a lot. Where it's just, there's so many levels at which things can go wrong. And, even in the editing.
Yes. And look, granted, you're doing Carrot Top's first movie, you might say, you might have had an idea. But, you also don't know. Like, Courtney Cox did The Pet Detective. And, that was with a relatively unknown Jim Carrey. And that turned out amazingly. So I thought, you never know. But I should have thought, that probably doesn't happen twice in a row. You probably
in the same year.
Thanks. Well, hey. Hello. No, you don't have to say hello. Big week for me today. I bought a dog, and man, I don't know about you, but these dogs are getting kind of expensive, aren't they? The hell's going on with the price of dogs? I mean, what's the deal there with the dogs? So I go to this dog store, and a typical salesman there, he's one of them big, high-pressure dog salesman types, So the guy tries to sell me his dog, $500, big $500 dog, and I'm looking to pay, maybe a buck or $2 maybe. I'm thinking $2. That was my ceiling, $2. I figured I'm not going higher than $2. What am I, made of money? So the guy goes, no, he says, buy this dog here. He says, this is a pit bull. It will protect your valuables, this dog, And I don't have anything valuable. I don't own anything. What do I look like? I own stuff, I buy the pit bull. That would be the most valuable thing I own. That would be the thing. Then I have to buy something to protect it, Then I'd be out. Be shopping for Wolverines the next day, I'd be going, what you got in a timber wolf? Show me something in a timber wolf. What do you got? You got anything in a timber wolf there? What do you got? Timber wolves? But you got it, they're an expensive dog, that's my point. Where the hell did that dog even come from, a pit bull? I never heard of that dog. When I grew up, there was no pit bulls, That's not even how does that dog just show up like that one day, When I was a kid, the toughest dog was a Doberman dog. You ever see them? They're a tough, oh man, they'll rip your throat out, them dogs. Just like a pit bull, that's how they kill you. And they rip your throat out and you die, But I'm not telling you anything you don't know. But they're a dangerous dog. I don't buy no dangerous dogs, I'll tell you that. I always buy a dog that if I have to, I can take him. You know, that's my, I got a wiener dog. I got one of them. You ever have them? That's a nice dog, a wiener dog. They can't rip your throat out unless you're lying down, you know, that'd be the only way. You'd have to be lying down, sleeping. And then late at night, the wiener dog would sneak up and start nibbling at your throat there. Like that. And then you wake up, oh, get away from me, you wiener dog! What the hell you think you are, a pit bull or something? You're not a pit bull. You're nothing but a wiener dog. It's ridiculous. It's all you'll ever be, when you think about it. Oh, man, but I love my wiener dog, you know? You don't see Dobermans anymore, you notice that? Pit bulls now everywhere. Doberman's like a forgotten dog, you know? You never see a Doberman. Once in a while, you see him, like you'd be on a park bench with a frisbee. You know, I used to be somebody. I'm a Doberman. But oh, I love my wiener dog. I got him a nice gift for his birthday. He's got a lot of birthdays. I got him one of them rubber bones. You ever see them? That's a fun gift, huh, for a dog? And then the dog gets it and goes, yes, not a bone, yeah. Yeah, a million laughs. It's not a bone at all. Okay, well, hey, that's it for me, huh? Hey, you guys have been great. Hey, enjoy. Good night.
NORM MACDONALD, everyone. We'll be right back with the Bug Lady, Betty Fur. The film Sully came out.
It was a great movie, a fantastic
with Tom Hanks,
movie. I
loved
loved it. Oh my God! So I'm so happy because I have a companion piece to that movie because the whole story was not told. You know, Clint Eastwood did a fine job. I did a fine job. Who knows who did a better job? It doesn't matter. But
you have a competing Sully movie.
Not a companion. So when it finally comes on Netflix, it will say, you know, the Sully Sullenberger movie. You watch Sully. You watch that, and then it'll say, if you like that movie, Conan.
Yeah.
Conan.
Just Conan.
I know. Sorry. I'm sorry. I know you hate that.
No.
If you like that movie, Conan, you will love Sully Sullenberger, airport pilot, which I did.
So you do your version, and you shot this.
Yes.
And it's just right. You play Sully Sullenberger in your movie.
I play Sully Sullenberger. Tom Hanks plays him in the other movie. Who's to say who's better? It's an age-old debate. The point is this. You watch them together, you get the whole story. Because I watched Sully. It's him landing on the Hudson and then what happened after.
And what does yours cover?
Mine covers what he does before. It's called Sully Sullenberger, airport pilot.
This is before he lands on the Hudson?
Before he
like
lands on the
a
Hudson.
year or two before?
Yeah.
It's a prequel.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at
good.
Sully Sullenberger.
I play Sully.
Yeah.
On behalf of U.S. Airline, we know you have a lot of choices to make, and we're glad you chose us. Have fun in Kansas City, everybody.
No.
That's not a movie.
I didn't choose that clip. There's a better clip that I
What do you mean
gave
there's a
them.
better clip?
Yeah.
There's a better clip than that? I hope there's a better clip.
The story is a love story. That's what I was trying to get.
What?
Nobody knows about Mrs. Sullenberger, old Ruth Sullenberger.
Oh, and this clip shows their real love for each other?
Yeah, it's love.
Okay, here we go.
Sully, why didn't you give me a seat? Why do I have to stand here for the whole flight?
I told you it's cheaper. We're saving up for the thing. Now listen, you know why you're standing up here. I'm just kidding you.
I love you. That's why. Hey, you wanna land this?
Yeah.
Pretty well lands itself. I loved her at the end.
Okay.
Oh, that girl will be so happy.
Yeah.
I got her. I found her at your show.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
I discovered her at your program in New York.
Yeah.
And I cast her, and she's
Yeah.
going to be so happy.
She'll be very happy. She'll make tens of dollars off that. Okay, based on a true story, a memoir is available now. Season 3 of Norm MacDonald Live can be found at youtube.com/Norm MacDonald.
I've missed you fellas, I'll tell you that.
Or Amazon
yeah,
Prime. Norm, it's just, I never know what's going to happen, and you're truly one of the most delightful, odd people I've ever met.
Well, I love you guys.
Norm MacDonald, I love him. We'll be right back. Kiki Palmer from Scream Queens.
Hey guys, my name's David Spade, and I feel somewhat sick about being just more like bad tummy about being Conan's friend.
You know, I think I've always had that effect on you.
No, maybe I'll change it to honored.
Too late.
Okay,
I like what you had.
Okay. Okay, hit it.
Friendship is a good thing.
Quiet.
It's a miserable life. It's a miserable life.
The whole rhythm of friendship is a good thing. Quiet.
Oh, God.
It's so insane. Okay, here we go. Hey there. Welcome to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, joined by Sonam Obsessian.
Hi.
And Matt Gorley. And I had something kind of sweet and uplifting to talk about.
Oh.
My wife noticed this.
Suspicious.
I know. This is, even I'm suspicious. But, of course, the wildfires occurred. And Sona, you lost your home. It was terrible.
Oh, my God.
What? What's the matter?
I just went, she gone.
She gone.
Like a 70s yacht rock song.
I know.
Well, but you're
devastating.
processing it, but it
Yes.
was devastating, and
Yes.
we've talked about it here. And the fire came right, as I've said to people, we were crazily lucky. The fire came to the back of our yard, to the edge of our yard, and stopped and burned some stuff on the edge of our property. So there's and there was smoke damage, but we were overwhelmingly crazily lucky, and I'm back living in the house now. Liza noticed that we had these fruit trees, this little small area of fruit trees in the backyard, and all of them burned and are like charred and had to be cut down and taken away, except one.
Yeah.
The pomegranate tree that your parents gifted me
Yeah.
and Liza back when...
You guys hosted our engagement party.
That's right.
With just 200 of our closest friends and family.
Yeah.
No joke.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It was huge.
Yeah, we had a big party in the backyard
Yeah.
for your and Tack's engagement, and a bunch of, obviously your friends and your family came, and I didn't think I was getting a gift because that wasn't the point of it, but your parents brought this pomegranate tree, and we planted it along with all the other trees, and it kind of doesn't make sense because all the other trees burned, and there's not a really good reason why this tree didn't burn.
Yes, there is.
Which is, say.
Well, pomegranates represent prosperity. So, obviously.
And it's part of,
It's the Armenian voodoo that my mom put into the tree. It protected your house. That's why it's fine. You're welcome.
Did you have a pomegranate tree in your, did your parents give you one for your house?
I had that question as well.
I did.
Right.
The tree survived.
So she
wait a minute. Okay. But wait, did your pomegranate tree survive?
It did survive,
But
actually.
it didn't save the house.
No, it didn't serve
Maybe
its
it just didn't
purpose.
know which house
Here.
it was supposed to be guarding.
It did protect the yoga studio that my neighbors built
See,
next
the tree,
door. That's
tree,
the closest structure to it.
You probably faced the tree wrong, and it probably misunderstood, like a well-intentioned dog. Don't worry, I saved the yoga studio. You idiot!
Oh my
But wait,
God.
I have to say, because I've traveled to Armenia with you,
Yeah.
pomegranates and the pomegranate tree, it's like it is a very important part of Armenian culture.
Yeah, it's got a lot of symbolism to it. It's a very important fruit in our culture. And I think that, and also it didn't just survive, it's green and lush.
Yes, I mean, ours is in bloom.
Yeah.
It's spectacular looking, as if nothing happened, surrounded by stumps.
Yeah.
And I thought that was very cool.
You now have to believe in the Armenian. I know we've talked about the like witchcraft my mom does and the things that she believes in. You have to admit that there's some truth. Something.
I don't think I was a big denier of the power.
Yes, you were.
What do you mean?
When my mom buried a baby doll in the front
you
yard.
just said buried a baby.
Yeah, but
It's
when
like,
she
oh my God.
buried a doll in the front yard, you laughed about it.
But wait, what was that for? I can't remember.
For me to have babies. And guess what? It worked.
Yeah.
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 Through science.
Now you had
sure, my fertility doctors may have had something
you
to
had,
do with it.
You had twins. Did she bury one baby or two babies?
She buried one, but it's not like.
Was it a realistic plastic baby doll, or was it like a Ken doll, or was it
No, it was like this doll I actually had when I was a kid, and it's gender neutral too. It doesn't have any genitalia.
That's weird. The baby doll didn't have a big swinging dick.
When shopping for baby dolls, I like one with a big cock.
However, did she find one like that? Wow, that's a real.
Those are hard to find these days.
Yeah.
It's just insane.
Your logic today, Sona. I don't know.
This doll poops, it wets, it cries, and it becomes massively erect.
And it stars in its own 8th series, Skinamax After Dark.
Oh, come on.
Well,
all
you're saying.
It's got a little weird mustache. 70s mustache.
No, it's gender neutral. So it didn't look like a girl. It doesn't look like a boy. She buried it, and then I got pregnant.
Right.
With, the help of fertility doctors, but still.
I am not someone who, I say if it's working for you, go with it. And I don't pretend to know the answers. I really don't.
Yeah.
And so I was very impressed, and I have been very impressed by Armenians and by your country. And I'm just like, you guys have this very strong spirit. And I think, I would give it up for any power that you guys have. And this tree surviving, I have to say, it's a powerful thing to
cool.
see.
My parents, I sent them a picture of it because Liza sent me a picture of the tree. And it's surrounded by just charred stuff. And they were really touched and happy that it survived.
Oh, good.
They were really, really happy. And my mom was not surprised, by the way. She kind of knew
I don't mean to ruin the moment. I'm just thinking of your mom burying a baby doll with a huge plastic dick.
And the dick is sticking out of the soil.
And then
she buried it 6 feet under, but still.
And then
the
flowers.
dick is coming out, and then it flowers. And a pomegranate comes out the tip of the dick.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And your mom just turns to a camera and goes, "It's the power of Armenia." Well, anyway, we've ruined another episode of Conan O'Brien.
Before it even started.
Needs a friend. All right, my guest today is a hilarious comedian and a very old friend of mine. His latest stand-up special, David Spade, Dandelion, is available for streaming on Prime Video. I am thrilled he's here today. I really do love hanging with this guy. David Spade, welcome.
I think you should roll right when people walk in, because then you see the real, and then when I drop my bullshit act and I start being nice to everyone for the cameras.
I'm rolling now.
Oh, it is? Okay.
No, the whole thing where you said bullshit and when you talk about how you hate Italians.
I said
Why
that.
do you hate Italians?
I said it on the stairs. It doesn't count. We were on our way in.
Tsank's for being here.
Mm-hmm. Do you have like a beginning, or is this the beginning?
Whenever you're ready.
I've seen the show a million times.
I'm clear. I love that when you walked in, you said, which one's Conan?
No, I knew you were the tall one. Oh, this one with the hidden cameras.
Yeah, we have cameras.
Dana told me all about it.
Oh, you got the
He
backstage
told me what to
dirt on
look
Dana.
out for.
Well, I want to mention, first of all,
Yes.
you and Dana do a great podcast, Fly on the Wall.
Thank you.
You guys get all the backstage dirt on what's going on at SNL over the years. Plus, you talk to other people as well.
Yeah,
But
we sort of watered down. We sort of ran through.
You got through everybody.
Yeah.
You know, once you would talk to Jim Brewer 6 times, you knew it was, you had to move on.
Gervitz is always like, you haven't scratched the surface. There's another 900 cast. And I go, yeah, but Bill Squankmeyer from 1988. At a certain point, we realized, I guess people do like stars. That's the sad part.
Mark Gervitz, by the way, if you don't know, he's been a manager at Burlstein for, I think, 75 years.
70 to 100 years.
70 to 100 years. He used to represent Al Jolson. It's a funny reference, Sony. You should look it up.
I know he's old.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, Conan likes money. I guess you don't like money. So he tells me, you want to do a gig in Ottawa tomorrow? I go, tomorrow? Sorry, I'll call Dana. He likes money.
That's what Gervitz says to you? So he will give you shit about not taking a gig because he says that Dana will take the gig.
Yeah, and he just does it to make you feel bad.
Yeah.
Because they sit there in their office with their feet up and they get 10% of whatever. So it's better if you just say yes and they hang up the phone and go, oh, he's on 3 flights to Ottawa and I make money. So it's better if you say yes.
Yes. Oh, they like a yes.
Yeah.
They like a yes. And they don't care what you go through.
Not
It's
at all.
It's a pretty good gig. It's in Anchorage. You might like Anchorage.
Somebody hates Alaska. I don't hate a lot. I think it's far. It's okay. I'll break it to Alaska. They're your fans.
This is what it's like, having a manager.
Yeah.
But
I have to say, I've had the same guy since day one, when I got out here. I will tell you a quick story that, do we have an hour?
This is 6 hours.
Okay, this will fit in perfectly, this one story. It's exactly 58 minutes.
Right. It's about how you grew up until this moment.
No, this is a good manager story. So, and I know then we'll get into stuff.
And I will quickly say, Mark Gervitz, I've known him for a long time, and he's a mensch. He's a good fella.
Yeah. I think I've only told this story on 17 podcasts.
That's okay.
Have you ever heard people say this?
No one listens to any other podcast.
I haven't told this anywhere.
Yeah.
And they ramp it up like I go, I don't want to see this clip because I know it's all set up like I want you to make it a clip. Like, I shouldn't tell this. But I'll tell this because it's boring. It'll fit right in.
Good.
So here's Spady. This is before you knew me, before we fell in love.
Yeah.
This is probably, I'm 22, moved out here doing stand-up from Arizona. Got my first movie, got $6,000. I cleared $6,000. Bought a car. Looked for 2 weeks, Conan. I didn't just grab the first one, like first Camaro, what you would think.
Mm-hmm.
Hot rod.
Yep.
I get a Honda Accord. I take the hit. I go, I just got to get one that starts every day. Buy it cash, drive it to the Improv, come out to show my friends, stolen. So stolen in not even an hour.
Wow.
And then it's so embarrassing. I'm like, here it is. And I'm a little buzzed. I went in and did a shot and I go, maybe it's on Kilkea. Hold on. And then we're walking and I go, would it be on Beverly? Wait, let me check the 405 because I just couldn't believe, like, where is my car? Where did I park it?
You can't believe someone took it.
That didn't even cross my mind. I go, I just don't remember where I parked it. And then the cops go, oh, they probably sold it to you, kept the key, followed you and took it. And I go, so now what do you do? Spring into action? He goes, you'd think.
One would think.
Yeah. He goes,
I like these cops already. One would hope.
He goes, I'm already forgetting about this as I walk back to my car, but I'll say we're on the case. But anyway, nothing happened. So now I'm back to zero. I have to borrow money and stuff. Anyway, so this is a police academy movie. This is how it started. So I got that movie, cleared that. And when I was there, I was so new, didn't know how to act. I wasn't the fine actor I am today.
You've become quite the thespian.
Yeah. So I was there and this Bobcat Goldthwait who was helping me out was like, hey, this director of mine is here and he's doing a new show on Fox, which just started. This is how old I am. And I said, okay, that's what I always wanted, like a sitcom or something. He's like, it's a single camera where you're like a high school, like FBI. I was like, oh, how fun, So I said, how cool. So Fox, new network, I don't give a fuck, So great. So he goes, hey, do you mind reading this script, right? So he has sides. This is in Toronto during Police Academy. Did you fucking glue this on to make me look stupid?
Glue it on.
Decoupage. So anyway, I go, okay. So I just read this. So I just literally read it to him.
Yeah.
And he's like, great. Well, okay, you're not quite there. We'll work with it. I literally knew nothing about acting. Just read it to him like a story. And he goes, all right, but you got a little heat on you. This is what I didn't know. I had done stand-up at the Improv for about 6 months. Some casting, I got this job as a skateboarder in this movie. And so now I get back and I've got those heat on me.
Yeah.
Which I don't even know what that means. Just like, oh, they're talking about you. So I got a manager. My agent moved to ICM. So now I'm at ICM, which is too big for me. I get home and they go, hey, this guy offered you that part, the lead in that show. And I was like, wait, my own show? I said, oh my God, this is like a crazy. And they go, okay. So they have a big meeting in ICM. I think Gervitz is there. And they go, here's why we're going to turn that down. You've got too much heat on you. That's a new network. We want you at NBC. They're doing Cosby Show, they're doing all that. And we're going to have a meeting with Brandon Tartar Sauce or whatever his name is. And you're going
Tartar Sauce.
You're going to get a job there.
Yeah.
He's heard about you. He's excited. He saw you do stand-up. I go, oh, I don't know. Wouldn't it be better to the one I have that's 1,000% an offer? No. And maybe like 20 grand a week, whatever, some magnanimous number. So I said, oh, so we're all agreed, all 12 agents, I don't do this. Okay. So then I meet Tartikoff. They have me read something, right? So I'm a free agent.
Yeah.
The fucking casting director goes, oh, you're about to go in. I think we're doing these sides now. I should never have taken them. I took them. I go, okay. I had been coached on a little scene he wanted me to read. Now I walk in, I do the Police Academy read again. Blah, 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 read it. I leave. Gervitz goes, all the people that just got a development deal at NBC take one step forward. Not so fast, Spade. I go, what do you mean? He goes, you were too green. They saw you read. You're not ready. But they like you, and they're going to keep an eye on you. And I go, so now what? He goes, now we hit the pavement, start auditioning. So I auditioned for 30 pilots that year and got none. Not even one callback. I didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
And then he goes, you know what? Fuck ICM. Let's leave them. Let's go to, there's a smaller agency, Abrams, which is medium, right? They're good. This guy loves you. And I was spinning out. I could not believe what was going on. I'm like, lost everything, lost my heat. They all think I'm bad. And I got into classes to act. And then I was with this agency. And I swear to you, about 3 years ago, we're at dinner and Gervitz goes, and then ICM fucked him over and dropped him. And I go, no. I left ICM, remember? And he goes, oh, is that what I told you? And I go, no. What do you mean? Did they drop me? He goes, oh, yeah. I go, they dropped me. They're the ones that fucked me over. And he goes, I know. I couldn't tell you that, though, because it's just a tough biz. They said, we don't need him anymore. It didn't click. And I was like, Jesus. I said, he goes, you wouldn't have been able to handle that. I said, I would not have. There's no way. I couldn't handle that. Just mentally, like, the rejection was so piled on by that point, I couldn't deal with it. So then I went and scraped my way over to, SNL or whatever.
Well, I mentioned this the last time you were on. I was present when you auditioned. I went with, and this was not common, but
I don't remember this actually.
Yeah, I went with, it was not common, but Lorne, there was a showcase.
Yeah.
And
I can never say who was there. I can't remember.
Yeah, Lorne, I remembered, I didn't go to a lot of these, but Lorne wanted me there for I was a writer at SNL.
Sure.
Young whippersnapper, and I hungry. I go with Lorne and Schneider, I think was the same night.
Yep.
And the other guy was
Tom Kenny, the voice of.
Oh, yeah. This is before he was the voice of
SpongeBob and Mr. Show.
And so, and watched you guys, and I remembered you were doing okay, and then at the end, you did your Michael J. Fox impression. And get killed. And I remembered Lorne, us driving away, and Lorne being like, I liked the Michael J. Fox guy, and then he liked Schneider,
So
and so
scary.
he brought you two in at the same time. And then I remembered getting to know you really when it was those Tuesday nights when we would stay up all night and write, and you and Chris Rock and Schneider would be kind of wandering around to see who had what ideas.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? And you'd come in, you'd go like, hey, fellas, hey, buddy, got any ideas? And
fucking help me out, man.
But it's funny because I know you're special, your stand-up special is Dandelion, and you have an explanation for why it's Dandelion, which is a little bit about your character. Fragile on the inside. But I always found you, my read on you was always, this is a guy with, you always had that kind of tough, not tough, but I would say sarcastic, dismissive, super sharp. Shell. But I could always tell you were a very sweet guy underneath.
I would say thank you, Eddie. I kind of agree that it was so tough there.
Scary.
And it was tough. It's the same reason I was sarcastic in high school. Like, I wasn't as scared of getting beat up at SNL, but in high school and grade school, I was in some bad places that I didn't like. And so it was sort of my thing, being a bit of a pipsqueak. So getting to SNL was the same thing. I'm just in over my head clearly and just trying to take it all in and going to doors going, I don't know what to do like here, and like everyone, it just takes so long to seep in and then figure out how to write on that legal pad and all that shit. And
that high-tech legal pad stuff.
It's a pad and a pen, and you just go, and then the door closes, and I go do what? I write a sketch, Toonces. I don't know. I don't write my own sketch. Do I write theirs? Who's the host? Do I get to meet a celebrity? But
the thing, I'm sure you guys have covered this on your podcast, but the thing that about SNL that no one understands is how, and this is true of a lot of show business, how little supervision there is.
Yeah.
I mean, you get to SNL and you think someone's going to tell you, okay, here's how it works. No one tells you anything.
Yeah. They're almost mad you're there.
Yeah. Oh, they are mad you're there.
Yeah.
Lauren's standard line when you'd encounter him in the hall was still with the show, still with the show, and you'd think, I think I am.
I told Lauren when we talked to him on the show, because it's a little easier to talk to Lauren now when all the stress is gone. He's fun to talk to, and he was like, because every year he would talk to the managers or whatever and go, I don't know. So can you just say he's coming back so he can keep his apartment? We're not there yet. So I would, for 6 years,
Lauren was the one that stole your car, by the way.
Was it?
Oh, it's a Honda Accord. I love those.
Me.
Someone give me a ruler. I'll jimmy it open.
Take that, prick.
I know how to hotwire it. I learned it in Toronto at university.
Things just got worse for you. So
I love that was revealed later on too. Miss your Honda, Lauren.
You hold me back.
I thought Gervitz told you.
I put the drop on you at ICM. Yeah. So anyway, I says.
I forgot you were an old sailor.
I says.
Remember
that Farley bit? I says to him. I says right to his face. I says. And I'm like, I go afterwards at read through. I go, you're not really going to do this on Update.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I go, is that enough to kill with 3 words? No. Watch. And I did, and he did. But anyway, I tell Lauren every year he doesn't bring me back, and every year I have to get ready. I have to drag my mattress down. I have to sell it. I fucking get out of my apartment. Then about a month later, can't get a hold of him. He's in Amagansett, no phones. I mean, it's always the funniest. I can't get a hold of him. Then he finally goes, he says yes. So I go back, get an apartment, I'm stressed out of my fucking gourd. And then when we had him on the show, he goes, you were never in any danger of getting fired. I go, Lauren, look at me. There was some danger because maybe in your head, because it did work out, but it took a while. You were there. It took a while for me to get any, you get a few snarky lines here and there, but I was not that valuable. I remember one time Schmeigel said, Schmeigel?
Schmeagol is from Lord of the Rings, and he's the lowliest creature.
Yes.
And then there's Robert Smigel,
Yes.
who's also in.
And so
Lord of the
Smyg
Rings.
says, because Schneider was acting up or something, and Rob and I have talked about this forever, but we were all handling it differently. And he goes, Schneider's tough, but he is valuable, worth having around. And I was like, I want to be valuable. That's what it hit me. I was like, oh, you want someone to say in a position like Schmeigel was, like, we need you around, because he can go to Lauren, Rob, go, yeah, he's worth it. He because Rob is a funny writer,
Yeah.
and he had a kind of a gruff, abrasive personality back then, if that's fair. But I I was the nice guy finishing last guy. And Rob was like, hey, I'm going to get in there. But it was working, you know?
Stuff gets rewritten over time and everybody.
Yeah.
And there's how you experience it. And this is actually kind of a recurring theme on the podcast that fascinates me. So I revisit it a lot, which is I talk to these very famous people who've had incredible success, like yourself. And then their take on it is harrowing. I felt like I wasn't going to make it. It was scary. It was touch and go. I squeaked by, and then in the end, things kind of worked out. But that is not how anybody else sees it. They just see you as being someone who is like, okay, big star on SNL, and then in movies, and then many TVs, sitcom. You're just like a staple.
Yeah.
But that is not how it feels to you.
I think, in fairness, I'm pretty objective about it. I mean, most of things I say are lies, but when I look back, it was it was hard for me to get a foothold. I mean, obviously Sandler caught fire pretty quick, and he's got so many moves, all these characters, Spoon Man, everything was happening so fast. I was like, holy shit, he really came in loaded. And like Dana obviously is so good on the show, and Farley right from the get-go. So I just didn't have that. I was sort of just a comedian that could write some funny stuff, but took a while. By the end, I do like I'm lumped in with Farley, Sandler, Rock. I mean, that's just kind of how it is.
Yeah.
And I love it. So when I was just on a show, Rich Eisen this morning, I mentioned you because I was saying that chunk when I got there of talent around, which made me better, was running with people better than you. And I said Conan and Smigel and I think Greg Daniels and and all these writers and Downey and, you know, I could go on, Frank and then you got Neil and all the cast and Mike Myers and our new guys coming in with me and Adam and Chris Rock and Meadows and shit. So that was just a big chunk of people that you could look to anyone and go, oh, I can learn something from this guy. I can learn how to write, or I can learn how to perform or look at the table read. It took a while to seep in and then I got better at it. But man, I could have gotten, if I left in a year, I told Gervitz I want to leave once. He goes, then what? I mean, where do you go? You left SNL and it didn't work. Now that's a hard place to be in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And so he said, just stick. Even when I wanted to quit to do movies, he's like, you're getting movies only because you're on SNL. Do you understand? I go, well, I don't have any time to do them. Maybe one in the summer. He's like, but if you leave, it's hard to explain, but it's true.
Yeah. I'm curious because when I remember I was at your audition, and I also clearly remember, it's burned into my brain, going into Lorne's outer office, which is one floor above 8H, his little office that looks out over the studio. And there was
watches the cows graze on really, the fucking rehearsal.
It's that's like the office that he moves to later in the week. That's not the office high up in the tower. And so when everything shifts to the stage for the second half of the week, Lorne's there. And I remembered there would always be people waiting outside to meet with Lorne, and Lorne would keep them forever. And I have a very clear memory of this kind of stout, boyish-looking, tousled-haired guy sitting out on this couch waiting to talk to Lorne for like more than a day. And I went up and chatted with him because he was Odenkirk's friend, and it was Chris Farley.
Oh.
And he was sitting there and he was super eager and he was laughing real hard. And so I took him on a tour of the stage and was doing that shtick I used to do where if someone was already hanging a lamp, I'd be like, and hang that lamp. Yeah. And you over there, Joe. I was saying all their names wrong. And if the guy was on a crane, use the crane. That's the way. And Farley was following me around giggling.
He would laugh his ass off.
And I just said, I love this. He had the energy of a puppy when you first go get the puppy, just so much fun. And then you guys found, was it the two of you that realized we have this thing, or did someone else see it and go, wait a minute, you've got this energy of Spade and you've got this energy of Farley. It's peanut butter and jelly. Let's put them together.
Yeah, it was either Lorne or the Turners, because
that would be Bonnie and Terry Turner, great writing team. Yeah.
Writer, I forgot to say those two. But, you know, Lorne's like, maybe something about how they are at the office. I think that's how it all started. Like, I make fun of Chris. He laughs. Tells me to make fun of him again. He laughs. Just we walk around. We go to Musso and Frank's or whatever. Not Musso and Frank's. Wally and Joseph's. What was it called?
Yeah, in New York.
Yeah, and Huxley's and all the places that have been condemned now. But
in fairness, they were condemned then. You just
we
still
just
went
ate
to
there
them.
still.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so then that got the Billy the Third got written up. That one with the Turners wrote that first draft, and then I think turned it over to Fred Wolf, turned into Tommy Boy. But that was also because Billy was Billy Madison.
Yeah.
That summer. That's so
But,
funny.
I'm curious about something. Tommy Boy comes out and not thought of as a success initially, but then very quickly afterwards you find out that it's huge. Is that correct?
I think it opened number one, but not crazy through the roof.
Right.
And then after time, it was looked upon more fondly over time. But
I
then
mean,
it went to video.
but
and
like
it
the
went
video
blew up.
sales were insane.
I think it went to 100 million. Yeah, they said the Paramount goes, this video. They ordered Black Sheep after Tommy Boy for the following summer. They're like, start now. We got to do another one. Maybe before it came out because we shot it the next summer. So if I could still be doing those, that was the funnest, you know.
And did you, I leave SNL, go to The Simpsons, I come back, and Chris would, you just sign that? That's great.
Chris wrote
That's,
Simpsons.
It's worth less.
I'm just trying to remember how I know you. The more you tell me are more clues.
Worthless.
I come back to do the late night show, and you guys were also generous and nice. I mean, I'm the new late night host. I'm down on 6, and I know all you guys, and so you're all coming down doing bits. Chris would come down and do bits, which I look at now, and they fill me with joy. They also make me sad because he's
the one where he runs in
here.
on Letterman. I see a lot on Instagram.
Yeah.
Runs down and grabs a guy and he throws him in the garbage can.
Yes, yeah.
Unreal. That was one of the best pieces of television I've ever seen. It's
Fantastic.
so funny. Probably not super thought out. He's wearing a thick suit. The funny thing is he would wear like a t-shirt, then a shirt, then a button down, then a tie, then an overcoat, then a cashmere. I'm like, God damn, dude, how do you move? Because my neck is fucked up. I can't wear more than 2 layers. He has layers. He goes, I like to feel tight and hugged. I'm like, God damn. And then he's running and he's sweating. He's like, why am I sweating? I'm like, you have 14 layers on.
That's the other thing. Funny thing too is that he got tagged as the funny fat guy, but he was incredibly athletic and strong. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he was.
I didn't
agile.
Yeah, and he could do all these amazing things with his body. And I think in the same way, his hero Belushi, because he was paired with like a Beanpole Aykroyd at the time or whatever.
Sure,
you could think of him as the heavy guy of the duo. But I remembered him being just such an incredibly physical comedian.
Yeah, I think it's an extra move that is surprising to people, but it's one more funny thing about him. Like he can do those pirouettes. We did that skating sketch, remember?
Yep.
Bump up the jam, they will. And it was like Phil was Vern Lindquist or something, and I was Scott Hamilton, and it was Nancy Kerrigan's show. And Farley and Nancy Kerrigan, and he kept falling. Oh, that's going to hurt him. He kept falling over and over, and he got down to like 0 points. But he was a really good skater too, and so it was funny that he could skate well, and you go, oh, that's a surprising move. And then when he does any sort of like ballet, he can do these weird moves. All adds to the funny.
Well, he is missed. It must be. I mean, I know that you had an incredibly close relationship with him. I miss him and knew him as like a friend and a guy that I would do things with from time to time. But clearly, it was I hope time has made that, I'm sure, an easier thing to handle.
Yeah, I mean, we were all pretty close with him. And so any of that stuff, I remember one time he goes, I don't want to be known as the funny fat guy. I go, would you take the fat funny guy? And he said, it's a little better.
Yeah.
But I remember seeing you at there's another sad, Norm's memorial.
Yeah.
Where something did happen funny. not the dying part, but there was other stuff that was going on.
Right.
By the way, it was like brought to you by Netflix. It was something because I remember going into the talk and there was like a crane shot or something. I'm starting to cry and they're like, push in. I'm like, is there camera dolly coming at me?
What was that? I spoke. I don't know if I was emceeing it or you can't MC a funeral.
You know what's funny?
But
it always just turns into that. Let's be honest.
No. It's true.
It turns into
I think I spoke,
doing well.
I spoke about him up front and talked about him and then brought other people up on stage.
The two things that I remember are Lori Jo was sort of running it or whatever. And I said, Lori Jo, she goes, can you speak? And I said, I'm not good at that. I said, I would do it if I just do it right away up front because I don't want to sit there and rot while thinking of, so she goes, okay. And it was like, Downey went up, standing ovation. I'm going to bring Conan up, standing ovation. Lori Jo goes, then I think you bring her up. She gets a standing ovation. And then we finally get back to you and you finally go, all right, we're going to bring up some friends, David Spade. And so I walked up and I go, well, I guess the standing ovation portion is over because I was the first.
Which killed, by the way.
Yeah, that was a good one. I should have gotten off. Honestly, that was the fucking funniest thing that happened. And then, but when I walked up, I fell on those fucking stairs.
Oh.
And you caught me, I think, and you grabbed me, and I think you fell too.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I know exactly what happened.
Yeah.
We're in this goofy, I don't know what venue we were at, where we were, but you went up. You tripped on the stairs.
Yeah.
I think I did catch you. You don't weigh a lot, so that was easy. It was like catching a packing peanut.
94.
90, I don't know. That's generous, 94.
Kilos.
You fell and you started to float and I grabbed you. You're like a balloon.
Yeah.
But then I thought, what's wrong with Spade? Why did he trip on that step? So then cut to me.
What's wrong with Spade?
What's wrong with fucking Spade? He can't walk
It's falling
upstairs.
apart.
So then you do your thing. I go up to then take the stage again to bring up the next person. My foot catches on something on the step and I trip and I turned it into like a roll and stood up again and people thought, oh, Conan's doing like physical shtick.
Yeah.
But then I walked off stage and I said to the guy, that step, Spade tripped on it and I tripped on it. And the guy went, yeah, that happens a lot. We should fix that someday.
Yeah, he knew.
He said we should fix that someday. And I'm like, yeah, what happens when Dame Judi Dench is killed? I mean, the two of us can take a fall. You know, what happens when it's the...
It was pretty funny to me that he kept going. Like, it felt like most people trip. And I'm like, well, this isn't an anomaly. Like, with me, I look over and thought he'd be like this. He was like this. Like, yep, another one bites
another
the dust.
One, yeah. And then he said, like, I went into it with him a little bit. I went, what do you mean? And he was like, well, you know, it's higher than the other steps. Like each other step is exactly 4 inches. So
you're used to like this, this,
yeah,
this,
and then there's one that's like 5, and he said, and it's also uneven, and it's coming off. You're like, fix it!
And there's also an earthquake.
That's not my union, you know, so.
I mean, I don't know how many of these funerals you host, but you did a good job.
You know what's weird? I became the funeral guy because I've done a bunch.
Oh, boy.
And I really fret over them and worry about them because it's not just a regular thing. You're really trying to think of who was this person, and now they're starting to rack up where it's like I've done a bunch now.
Too many. It's hard. You're good at that stuff.
You're doing the popes?
I'm doing the popes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm being flown in.
Is the Pope's going to be in L.A.? Can you get me in? This is my friends always want to get tickets to shit. Can you get me in?
I just have to tell this one story, which is I have to tell this because it's a Lauren story. But after 9/11, you know, there was like months and months and months of cleanup, and it was an area that you couldn't go to, but sometimes people went down there, and Mike Sweeney ran into Lauren somewhere, and Lauren knew that Mike Sweeney was my head writer, and they're chatting for a little bit, and then Lauren, to be magnanimous, said, have you been down to Ground Zero? And Mike Sweeney went, no, I haven't. He went, would you like to? And suddenly, Sweeney pictured a velvet rope. And you are a Sweeney, but look, yes, right this way. And there's the big pit. And
we called ahead, yeah.
I'll have the veal, and I'd like to be near that part of...
What I kept saying, which was never working, was I might head down to Ground Zilch. And everyone's like,
Didn't
where?
catch
and
on, huh?
Ground Zip. And they're like, are you talking about the 9/11 where people died? I go, no, I'm talking about something else. But that was tragic. But yeah, I went down there like a week later because there's a 9/11 benefit where we all flew in and there was a concert and all that stuff. I think Adam went on, everyone went on. And they took us down. That was one of the perks.
Oh my God.
It is.
It was a weird time.
It was so weird.
It was such a crazy time.
It was
to
like
be in.
a humble brag. I went down.
Yeah.
You get close?
Yeah.
I got a little souvenir. But 9/11, yeah, I know you think it's funny. It's not funny. But my friends, it's noted that you laugh. My friends go,
Sona,
Sona,
what the fuck is wrong
God,
with you?
it's so funny.
You're a monster.
I'm crying.
Monster.
We're doing a thing about how it's not funny.
Yes.
And then you start laughing.
It's awful.
No, it's
It's
awful.
I'm
You're
still-
young and stuff, but we lived there. And
He
we went
said
through it.
ground zilch.
Yeah, that was funny
So
to me.
let's not forget. He said ground zilch.
No,
Yeah,
let's
never forget.
not forget.
Never
it means
forget.
9/11.
Yeah.
Not
Never
that
forget.
David Spade called it ground zilch.
Never
Let's
forget.
never forget.
Never forget.
The terrible day? No, that Spade called it ground zilch. You're a monster.
Come on.
Let me ask you about Norm. You did stuff you were on the road with Norm, and a lot of us, when Norm passed, were shocked. And I kept thinking, oh, I must have been the only person that didn't know.
Oh,
And people all thought, well, Conan, you knew Norm, and he
Right.
does his classic appearances on your show, and da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, I know. We were desperately trying to get him back. I desperately wanted Norm on my last episode. We were trying to get him and not getting an answer back. And I thought, well, he just doesn't want to come. And I was bummed about it, but thought he's probably got other things to do. That's too bad. He's all-time great guest. And then he dies. And I just thought, well, I didn't know, but everyone else must have known. And then Jim Downey called me and said, more or less, Conan, fuck you for not telling me about Norm. And I said, Jim, I didn't know. And Jim Downey said,
I would think Downey might know.
No, Jim didn't know.
Yeah,
Did you know?
I did not know.
And you were touring with him.
Well, I'd done some gigs with him, and then before COVID, me, him, and Dennis Miller was our last one together. But great, super fun, obviously. And then, but we would talk, and it was more about coming over for dinner. Same thing where he didn't tell me because he'd go, no, I can't. And then I go, well, it's just me and you sitting 10 feet apart, but something to do. And he's like, yeah, okay, for sure. And then that night I go, where are you? He goes, David, it's COVID. And I go, what is it? So you're not coming? We're not supposed to leave the house. I go, I know, but we've talked about this. Like, you're allowed to go places. And then, oh, yeah. Okay, well, let's do it next week then. And then he just did that routine. And then until it was too late, but I didn't know. So I don't know who knew. I think Gervitz knew, and maybe
I think Gervitz and Lori Joe.
Yeah.
I think that's about it.
Yeah.
And I think, I think two things about it, and they're diametrically opposed. One is I wish I had known, because I would have told him what he meant to me.
Yeah.
And there's that feeling why I wish I had known. And so initially I was mad that I didn't know.
Yeah.
And then there's the other side, which is great respect for him wanting to keep it private.
Yeah.
And him not wanting people to treat him any differently because he was sick.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have both feelings at the same time.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Like it was just so overwhelmingly horrible that I just then later it took me how it affected me, where I was mad at him.
Yeah.
No, but by the way, just not to lighten up the feel here, because I know it's getting sad, but when we were at the memorial or whatever that special was
for Norm.
Yeah. Where we were watching the special. Remember that? We watched his special. That's why the cameras are there.
That's a separate, that was a thing.
Wasn't that after the memorial we went in another room?
You're talking about two different things. No, there was a kind of a eulogy for Norm that I sort of spoke at
again
and brought people up. And then there was a separate thing where Norm had made, he was planning to do it was fascinating. He was planning to do an hour, and he had an hour together, or 50 minutes. And he really had it in his mind, and he knew, I think
I believe, and Lori Jo would know better. I don't want to speak for her, but I think he was planning to go into the hospital for what he thought was going to be
something routine maintenance,
maintenance treatment for his condition. Yeah. So what he did was he said, before I go into the hospital, I want to record. So he recorded using similar technology.
Amateur way, like just a...
Literally just a camera there. I mean, we're doing here is far more sophisticated. And he did, from memory, his whole 50 minutes. And it was really funny and great. He goes into the hospital and he dies. And then Lori Jo found the tape.
Yeah.
And they thought, to round out the special or to give it something else, let's have you, me, Sandler, Chappelle, Letterman. Who else was there? It was
One more. Molly?
Molly was there. Molly Shannon.
Maybe
a bunch
that was
of
it.
Might have been it. It was, and had us watch it. We hadn't seen it. Watch it in real time.
A little weird because
and then
cameras filming us.
Yes, and then talk about it right afterwards. Yeah. And that part, I mean, I think it came out really well, but I remembered being, it was very powerful to be in a room and have everyone else leave and shut the doors and then suddenly Norm was there.
Yeah.
And he's being hilarious and we're laughing and loving it. And then it's over. And then I think we just started talking about it. Got a little
teary-eyed at parts though, because you're just watching him going, and then you start drifting your mind going, okay, it's over. It's right before.
Mm-hmm.
And then we talk, and then it's funny because we're all talking. And then also we're like, just a weird scene.
Yeah.
Will that ever be released, do you think?
It was.
I think
and
it was
won an Emmy.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it was
Do you have
released.
Netflix?
I think it's on Netflix.
Sorry.
Oh, your mistakes get cut out. That's nice. Yes, it won a, no, it...
Can you edit out me laughing at 9/11?
No?
Okay.
Because we never forget.
Oh.
Called Nothing Special.
We never forget who thinks
called
it's
Nothing
funny.
Special.
So.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
called Nothing Special, and it won an Emmy.
Was it called Nothing Special?
What's that?
Was it called Nothing Special?
Yeah. Norm
Is this the thing that you guys are watching is aired? Or
Yes.
Yeah.
The whole
his material.
No. Just so we're
Has
clear.
he been listening?
This is his first podcast.
Is he new?
He won a contest.
Is he a contest he gets to sit
contest winner. He got to fly in, and we didn't. He told him not to talk. And
He
then
loves
he's not
that I
even-
make fun
that
of him.
microphone isn't even real.
Yeah.
No, it was the special was. You see, it plays Norm's special, and then you see our reaction to it.
Okay.
So that's the whole. So you see both.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. Don't be
Gotcha.
sorry.
Yeah.
No, be sorry.
And that's humanity. You should feel terrible about
Yeah.
your
Oh,
crimes.
okay. We should edit that out.
You know,
We'll edit all that
at the
out.
memorial, the first one with the dolly shots, whatever that one was,
Yeah.
that you were falling everywhere.
Right? When people die, I'm mourning them, I tend to do a tumbling act.
Yeah, you
for
were
a little
just
bit, just
getting,
to sort of loosen
you
up
were
the
loud.
crowd.
Also, by the way, I think it was like 4 inches, and the next one was like 9 inches because everybody, their toe hit that fucking thing. I'm still mad about that step. But I left in between that, and then there was like a part 2, or maybe it was I'm confusing it, but I had to come back.
Yeah.
So I had or I just left during it because it was getting too sad. So I ran out. This is when I went to McDonald's, and in the Amazon special, I talk about that exact thing. I went to McDonald's in my suit and was in line, and the crazy guy comes out of the bushes and takes off shirts, starts smacking the guy ordering.
Yep.
So I go, let's back up, but let's park. I want to watch. So I went in, and that whole thing takes place from the Norm MacDonald thing.
I didn't okay, so that happened from the Norm thing.
That's a real story, and it was really happening, and I did get scared when he came in because I thought we were going to get in a fight.
You, first of all, I want it noted that someone you were very close to, a colleague and a cherished person, passed away, and you were present at the memorial, but walked out halfway through to go to McDonald's.
But
then something funny happened, which you could use in your special
No,
Dandelion.
because
So
I had
guess
already
we got
done
that
my
all set.
set.
Yeah, you did your set, so then you're out of there. I scored, and now it's time for some chicken McNuggets. Maybe I'll get some.
I try to sound real, and it's too many comics there, and I'm trying to sound like say nice stories about Norm, and everyone's just looking for punchline. It's such a weird scene because it's all comedians, and you're just like, I'm just going to leave here, and everyone's going to be like, who did well? You know what I mean? It's like, that's everything.
It is. Okay, let's talk about this. This is a real phenomenon.
Yes.
Where a funny person dies.
Yes.
who are their friends, other funny, professionally funny people. We get together when people pass on, when they die, and there's a gathering, people speak, but you've got a room full of people who are competitive about getting up and being funny. And it's a strange phenomenon. These things are weird because you think, nope, it's not about that, but there's some part of you that wants to do well.
And there's some nerves and some awkwardness. And I think it started, I went to Gary Shandling's funeral, and then everyone was like, Bill Maher did great.
Yeah.
And I kept going.
God.
And then it was like,
can I say something? Maher used props. And he had a lot of balloons. He was doing balloon work.
Oh,
he was? I don't remember that.
I remember it clearly. And he had a whole trunk like Gallagher or Gallagher 2.
That was being filmed too.
Yeah.
I think Apatow filmed.
Yeah, they had to, yeah.
Is that been filmed for something, for a documentary?
Oh, I thought Gallagher was, sorry.
What's
got
that?
confused. I thought
So
Gallagher,
you guys are here to help.
Yeah,
Is that
I know.
the idea?
We're
She's throwing confusion.
I am.
You should do Gallagher 3. Do you know what Gallagher 2 is?
Gallagher 2 is his brother.
Yeah, and he does Gallagher's Act.
Right, but I think, have they both passed on to their reward? I think Gallagher won.
Well, according to this podcast, I'm sure they did, because everyone's dying so far that we talk about.
I know. You guys are talking a lot
I'm
of...
sorry,
it's
but
a lot of death.
I'm sorry, we're jinxing everyone.
We are two survivors here. You know,
We're
Sona,
like
you and
the two
Gorley
people
are
that-
young people. You don't know what it's like. We have been through the shit. We're like guys that were in war together.
We're like in the Titanic.
No.
We're just
Yeah.
talking about
We're
it.
on SNL together. I don't think that's...
I know.
It's
War.
a lot
Quite as
like the
bad.
Titanic
Is it?
SNL.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
SNL. God, we talk about SNL forever. It's so embarrassing, but it is something to talk about. Right?
He said doodling. Hey, if you're bored, just let me
No, I'm
know. I
not.
think this is, I actually
No,
love
I
talking
like
about
it.
this stuff and it's meaningful to me.
No,
and for you
because
to,
we were both there.
if you want to take a break and go to McDonald's, go ahead and I'll just keep talking. You can get yourself the McGriddle, whatever it's called.
No, I almost got beat up. That's a big story. You're not even concerned.
Well, let's hear about it.
Oh, I can't.
It's on the special, Dandelion.
Does this come off?
Yeah, it's on the. And hey, you know what's? I very much enjoyed your special.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my God,
I watched
that's
it last night.
nice.
What are you talking about? When I talk to a friend and they have a special, and
it's
you know
nice.
you know what I liked is that you've got very funny material. You're obviously a very funny comedian, but when you notice something that's just happening in the real moment and fuck around about it, you're one of my favorites. And one of the first things he does in the special is you're talking, and I didn't even notice it, but I realized you're kind of doing that thing when there's a long cord,
mic cord,
mic cord, and you're trying to run, and you went, by the way. The cordless mic was invented in 1996, guys, and it's hilarious, and it's not even part of the set that you had planned. And then you go on this whole riff about Jeff Bezos and
give me a shitty mic for my fucking special.
Yeah, and but you, I noticed this at the SNL 50th, and I know I'm bringing SNL back into it, but for a reason. You did a sketch in that, and at one point you're not even in the sketch anymore, and you ad-libbed a line. That was one of my favorite lines of the night.
That's right. You told me that was very nice.
And I mean, it absolutely was hilarious, which is a sketch is going on. You take us through it.
I'm doing a sketch with Mulaney and Pete Davidson, Broadway, New York musicals. So it's kind of a long sketch.
And it's about the evolution of New York throughout the different eras, like starting out in 75 when SNL starts out. And then a bunch of people saw this.
And me and Pete are like two young kids. And he's telling us the story of how it started.
And,
And so as we go through it, I don't know if they predicted this, but of course I got bored during it. So they write me in the middle of it. I walk in and I sit in the audience.
You're in the audience suddenly.
So it's
which all the way people don't really know. You like suddenly you're not there, but you don't quite clock that. And then all of a sudden they wonder, where's David?
He goes, listen, Jimmy. And then he goes, wait, Pete. He just breaks character. Where's Spade? And he goes, oh, I think he went back to the audience and sat in the audience. And then they look around and then they have a camera at me and I'm sitting in the audience and they cut to me and I go, oh yeah, no, I got a feel for it.
So I asked around and I think that was you. Was that your line?
Well, they gave me a line and it was something like that. And then Wally goes, I'm not going to give you a cue card. You got it. And I go, yeah. And then when it came to me in rehearsal, I said that, which was basically something like the line. And then
but you said it your way.
Yeah.
And you were so dismissive, and it was so thrown away. You're like, yeah, I got a feel for it. And I laughed very hard a bunch of times that night. That might have been my favorite moment.
Thank you. That was fun because we did rehearsal and it worked. And then Mulaney was like, just do it like that, like whatever. So it was perfect. It was fun to be at the 50th, and it was fun to be in something because we just go. And I thought Lovitz's line was funny too.
Oh my God! They
didn't.
Lovitz is at the American Girl store.
He's sitting so far away.
He's they have people sitting, and he's at the American Girl store. And what was his line?
And they go because they have the all stars in the audience, but you can't fit everyone. And they go, "Where's John Lovitz?" And then they pan to the real American Girl store. He's sitting with all these dolls around him, and they go, "Oh, John." He goes, I'm not mad. I just want to know why." And I go, "Sorry, John, that you're all the way over across the street in the American Girl store. I'm not mad. I just want to know why." Like he doesn't get there's not enough seats. He's like,
we had a crazy night. I don't know if you're going to remember this. It wasn't that crazy, but we occasionally get dinner together.
Yeah.
It'll be, and when I say we, it's you, it's Dana Carvey, it's myself. It's the same group. We always go to the exact same restaurant on La Cienega, Koi.
Love it.
And it's this thing we do, and we'll just sit around and talk. And I remember one night, it wasn't planned. It was a total accident. We're leaving the restaurant, and we hear, "Hello!"
Hello.
And it's John Lovitz.
What do we have here?
What do we have here? and he is always himself, and he's one of the funniest people you'll ever meet because he's always himself. And whatever he's doing, if he's standing with an attractive woman, he'll say, "Oh, and this is, and this is Jessica." And then he'll look at me in front of her and say, "Jealous?"
He's
a walking cartoon character.
And he does play the John Lovitz. He does what you want to hear.
But we were with him and we're all talking to him. And then I can't believe this really happened, but we all walk outside the restaurant and Lovitz is standing there and he said, "Hold on, they're delivering a car for me." And they delivered like one of those trucks.
Oh, yeah.
Was delivering a car to him at the restaurant.
What?
I don't mean like an Uber. I mean he was taking possession of a fancy car and looked to me and was like, "Jealous?"
Yeah, I was jealous.
As they were lowering a car.
"Your Porsche, sir."
Yeah, and I thought, who the fuck says, "Yes, well, yes, I'll take possession of my Bugatti. I'll be over at Koi looking for old friends from Saturday Night Live."
Wait till you see me standing with them and then pull up.
When you see me standing there and you see them with their shitty cars, make sure you wait.
Oh, man.
And then back up and have the car delivered. And it was a happening. I loved that.
Yeah. Lovitz is always a crack up. He has tons of cars. I'm shocked. I like cars. He has way more. He pulls up, "Do you like it?"
You like it?
He goes, "How can I?" Because he goes, "You should get a Mustang." And he pulls up this new blown out Mustang. He goes, "How can I get you in this car?" He's trying to sell it. Yeah, he is always a crack up. Also, you did the Mark Twain. I saw you at the last Mark Twain that I was in, which was the Sandler one.
Yeah.
That was a really funny one. Was yours fun too?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I was more fun than I thought it was going to be. I really like showing up for other people.
Yeah.
Being talked about, of course.
Is it weird?
I was dreading and then I loved it.
Yeah.
Just because everyone was so funny and
I just saw the lineup out there on the poster that you signed for yourself or something, but it was on the wall.
Other people
and
signed it to me.
I don't know exactly what happened, but
I stood with a marker and I signed Letterman, Mulaney.
It's part of your deal. Sign here.
I signed everyone else's name on it to pretend.
I was with Nikki Glazer in Vegas, and she gallantly took we did our show.
Yep.
And she goes, "I'm going to miss your set. I'm going straight to the airport." Went straight on the red eye to you. Got it together. I mean, that's a brutal.
She killed, and I was just in Vegas yesterday and ran. I think drove by 7 different signs.
Oh, for me and Nikki.
Yeah, for you and Nikki, and I adore her.
Yeah, she's great.
adore her, and I adore you. I love the idea of you two being
fun,
out there together, and that would be a show. I would love to see that show.
Yeah, you'd laugh. It's funny. And like what you're saying earlier, it's like when you do corporate shows, you probably do those when Dana and I do a bunch of them, and he fucking kills. He's exactly what they want. I'm pretty much what they want, but he's exactly what they want. But whenever you do anything, actually any show when I'm on the road, this tour, if you say anything that they don't think is scripted, like that mic thing, or you say something about this, or you make fun of the guy over here with the lights, it always works 10 times better than whatever you're really supposed to say. Yeah. It's so funny that it always works that way. One time I was doing this corporate, and this is just a dumb example, but it was like 3 nights. One night was like Stevie Nicks, me, and then Journey, right? So I'm going backstage, they're like, and don't forget, tomorrow night, we got David Spade coming, but don't forget, tomorrow night, Journey. They would put over loudspeaker. So after about 6 times before I go on, I go, hey guys, I don't want to hear one fucking more thing about Journey, okay? We're here tonight. I don't give a fat fuck about Journey and all their contest winners that are in that. It's not even all real Journey, and I'm ready to break it to you. But I said, we're here, and I'm here, and it's going to suck, and we're going to get through it. And then you get your precious Journey. And then that works better than the whole lot.
Of course.
So anything like that.
Anything else you've got.
And then I go, anyway, dogs are funny. And they're like, boo. Oh, I smell your act.
Go back to Journey.
Yeah.
You really got it with that Journey
Say
thing.
shit about anything else.
David, I've kept you here long enough. And I...
God, that did go fast, Conan. I have to say, we did a good job. It was nice and fun, and you were great.
I think I did a good job.
You did a great job.
You were all over the map.
I think Sona and I did the best.
Yeah, I think
work here.
me and Matt.
In your own way, I think you guys
a lot.
killed it.
Yeah.
We learned about Building 7 over there. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Building 7.
So, to end on a positive note,
Pearl Harbor.
yeah.
Yeah. There we go. He's
Sona doesn't know
back.
what you're talking about. David,
Yes.
on a serious note, I've known you, I don't know, I think it was 1989, something like that, 1990. I can't remember. It was a long time. I've known you a really long time, and I'm always really happy to see you. And
Thank you. It's really
you
good to
are
see you.
a deeply funny
Thank
person
you.
and also a sweet gentleman. I've
Thank
always
you.
known you to be that.
That sweet rumor, hopefully it's sticking around.
Yeah, we're getting it. We're getting the word out there. It's not trending well. People aren't buying it, but there's a lot of pushback on it. But David Spade Dandelion is available to stream on Prime Video. I watched it last night.
Very nice.
It's
I really
really
appreciate
funny, and
That's it.
you're a good man.
On the road, come see
And
me.
so-
I know your friend
You know what?
Adam.
You know
Tell your
what?
friend Adam I said hello. Actually, someone said there's a house over there by you guys. I don't even know where you live exactly, but
We keep it that way.
didn't you get? Didn't it get close to you?
Yeah.
You can
oh,
take this
God.
out
Oh,
if
no,
you
no,
want.
no. It's fine. The fire's got... Sandler and I live very close
Yeah.
to each other. I lived closer to the fire than Sandler.
But can you still live there? You cannot.
Yes, I can. Yeah.
Oh, great,
yeah,
great,
yeah.
great.
We're God. You know,
Yeah.
I'm very lucky. We were very fortunate that our house was close, and
Yeah.
we had to move out of it for a couple of months, but it was just smoke damage.
Sorry to bring that up, but yeah, I'm glad yours is okay.
So you saw us getting out
Mhm.
with some good sentiment and some good feeling, and you brought up the fires.
Yeah. I said
Okay.
quickly, I was racking my brain, Chat GPT, what's the saddest thing that's happened recently?
The fires in Los Angeles.
and it goes, the show's over, I wouldn't bring it up. I go, no.
So wait, so ChatGPT knew
Yeah, even
that
they
it was a
knew, yeah.
mistake.
Oh no!
They know everything. They just
I
go,
would have ended on the journey bit.
Yeah.
That really killed.
Yeah. I thought you had timing. You're proving. Yeah.
All right, David.
yeah.
I hope I see you real soon.
Yeah. Give me about 100 yards ahead of you, and then you take off.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
You're against spanking.
Yes, even
with children.
spanking.
With children.
Well, unless it's two consenting adults, I don't really have any.
Spanking. What about when they get you and then it hits the back of your balls?
Norm MacDonald has always operated in a space most comedians wouldn't dare enter. From savage roasts to jokes that left entire rooms speechless, these are the moments that prove he was always in a category of his own.
This is my promise to the people of the video podcast network world. I will not eat a single morsel of food until Margaret Thatcher is dead and buried.
She died 3 weeks ago. We'll be right back with Larry King.
If other comedians viewed certain topics as warning signs, Norm saw them as directions, and this joke proves he never turned back.
Hey, for the 9th consecutive year, Nick, JetBlue Airlines ranked first for satisfaction among all North American airlines. But you know what ranked least in satisfaction? 9/11 Airlines. What a terrible name for an airline. It reminds me of that tragedy. Oh, 9/11. Yeah, don't laugh at 9/11 again. I tried to tell him not to laugh. Adam. I know. I walked through blood and bones in the streets of Manhattan trying to find my brother.
Jesus.
Yeah, he was in northern Canada.
There's a reason talk show hosts ranked Norm as their all-time favorite guest, and nothing proves it better than this particular encounter with David Letterman.
The oddest slogan I've ever heard. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, they say. Of course it's not true. You can't kill a person and leave. They'll follow you across state lines and bring you back, and you'll face a jury of your peers. And I said, what does that actually mean? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? And it came to me in a sudden. What it means is you can have sex with a in Las Vegas, and she will not tell your wife. In Vegas, they're not like these gossipy small-town whores. Go, you're Hank Johnson's husband? By God, I had sex in exchange for cash last night with a...
According to retailers, the most popular Halloween mask this year is O.J. Simpson. And the most popular Halloween greeting is, I'll kill you and that guy who's bringing over your glasses, or treat.
The thing about Norm was that he never approached a sensitive topic carefully, and the Bill Cosby situation was no exception to that rule.
Now, do you think Cosby's legacy will be hurt?
Yeah.
You do, huh? I mean, there was a comedian, Patton Oswalt, he told me, I think the worst part of the Cosby thing was the hypocrisy. And I disagreed.
You disagree with that?
Yeah. I thought it was the That's my feeling. Most are hypocrites. You don't meet many go, I like and I know it's not politically correct, but by God, people go, well, he's not being a hypocrite, and that's the worst part.
Most people adopt vegetarianism as a lifestyle. Norm adopted the word and left everything else behind.
This year, he says he's only going to eat meat that he's actually killed. And I was wondering, what are you adhering to lately?
I'm a vegetarian, a strict vegetarian.
No, have you done that?
Well, I eat chicken.
That's not all. That's
not vegetarian.
I'm not. I said I'm not strict. I eat chicken and
steaks,
beef, pork. I ate raw game. Did you ever eat? It's not dead yet.
No, you're
and
over
you
there.
eat it, and as you're eating it, their death throes are making you hungrier.
There's nothing.
That's better than a soybean.
Yeah, you're right.
Which sounds better, that or soybean?
Oh, how about this? College freshman Scott Damerow, Larry, set a new world record by using his head to bust 142 eggs, and he now officially holds a place in the Guinness Book of Oh, it's ridiculous.
Most people can switch between being funny and being serious. Safe to say, Norm never quite managed the second part.
Yeah, this is what my doctor told me. I go to my doctor, right?
Right.
I say to my doctor, Doc, what's going on? My doctor says, you are fat. I said, how fat am I? He said, you're so fat that if you don't stop, within a month you could have a heart attack or stroke.
That's not funny.
He's not a comedian.
No. I was expecting a joke.
You're expecting a joke?
Yeah, I thought it sounded like yours.
From my cardiologist?
I guess.
Let me ask you something. If I say, hey, I think it may be Madrid or Lisbon, and then the 50-50 comes, it's not going to say Madrid, Lisbon, is it?
You don't know.
Okay. But there's not a dude in the back going like...
No. These are locked in. This has been locked in for months.
50-50.
Let's do it. Computer, take away 2 of those wrong answers.
A great joke always needs a great punchline, but in Norm's case, the journey was always the destination.
I didn't know this, but you were a bartender.
Oh, man, that was fun. I'll tell you what was fun about being a bartender. Always a story, you know? One time I was working in there. Drunk guy comes in, you know? And you're not supposed to serve the drunk guys. You know, that's one of the things you learn. This character sits down, you know, and I says to him, I says, what do you want? I can't serve you, you know. He goes, I don't want a drink, he says, you know. He says, I want to shoot a dart at your dartboard. So I go, all right, one shot, that's it. So the guy shoots the dart, bullseye. I never seen anything like it, you know, even in his state, bullseye. So the guy says to me, he says, what do I win? You know? So I don't know what he wins. I'm confused, you know? So I start looking around, try to find something for him, and I see right in the bottom of the bar area, there's a shoebox with a turtle in it.
From where? What is that doing there?
What?
Norm might be a master comedian, but he's definitely no master chef. And Gordon Ramsay found that out in a way he'll never forget.
Right, first thing I want you to do is to segment an orange, okay?
Right.
Norm?
Yeah?
Wakey, wakey. Okay.
Well, no one else in the world says segment an orange.
Yeah. Okay. You just cut the edges off. That's what you want, right?
No, you already started the wrong end. Look, that's the bit there.
All right. Well,
So
okay.
just top and tail it like that. Look, come on, wake up, stand there.
I'm up to 4 segments. Why, you didn't tell me a number of segments?
No.
He wants the edges off, I think. Hey!
Why would you become a cuck?
Come on, Norm, keep it together. Okay. It's not that bad.
In his book, O.J. Simpson says that he would have taken a bullet or stood in front of a train for Nicole. Man, I'm going to tell you, that is some bad luck when the one guy who would have died for you kills you. That's probably...
Generosity is a beautiful thing, but when it comes to a guy like Norm, you'll soon learn that some offers are better left unmade.
I really appreciate you coming on here tonight. I don't know if you've heard, but I'm not going to be around much longer.
Yes, I know, and I understand there's only 12 shows left, and this may be my last appearance.
Well, I hope not, but.
So I was going to ask for a souvenir.
You know, you're the first person to bring this up, and I'm touched. And I want to say to you, Norm, as a friend and as somebody I have admired your entire career, whatever you want is yours.
Oh, I know.
What? No, wait a minute. That's Norm. Those are expensive. Can you? Be careful. Oh, my God. Norm, look out. It's fine. That's fine. It's still under warranty. Okay, we'll be right back with Norm MacDonald.
Controversy was never a requirement for Norm's comedy, but when it showed up, he knew exactly what to do with it.
They have that Viagra thing out.
Yeah.
And the other day, you know, Bob Dole came right out and said...
He was one of the first.
Yeah. And, you don't want to hear about Bob Dole's cock, you know? I mean, President Clinton's cock, Bob Dole's cock, what the hell? But mostly, an old man like that, you don't want him to have a super hard cock. You know what I mean? Why? Because an old man, you want him to be got a pipe going, a newspaper, the dog at his feet there. And you know what it's for? Impotent people. All right, It's for impotent guys. So get this. I read this. The pill can make your cock hard for 4 hours.
Right.
So now, who has the 4-hour hard cock? The impotent guy. The rest of us are... Me and you got our regular cocks. Meanwhile, Spade is, Now it's time for Weekend Update's movie reviews. This week I saw Interview with the Vampire. And here's my review. Not gay enough.
And on the topic of gays, Norm has always had a very specific perspective, and as always, it came with a story nobody saw coming.
Because I went to this gay pride parade, and I saw in it there were these old men and old ladies with these signs that said, "We are proud of our gay son," you know? And so I was saying, that's an odd thing to be proud of, you know, because it's not an achievement, you know? It's not like something you work all your life to be gay or anything like that. And I just wondered, I had a hard time believing that these 50, 60-year-old men are actually bragging, you know, at work like they're, "Hey, Bill, you know, my kid, oh my God, we're proud of him, Johnny. He graduated from Harvard, you know, the first in his class, you know what I mean? Now he's articling over at a law firm, and, oh yeah, he loves cock." You know?
What's something people don't know about you?
I'm a deeply closeted gay guy.
No kidding.
Well, I'm not coming out, though.
Wait a minute. What are you revealing here today?
I'm not revealing anything. I'm saying I'm deeply closeted.
Well, that means you're gay.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Why would I say that? I'm deeply closeted.
No, but that means you're very, very gay, but you don't want to come out. You're so closeted.
That I refuse to say I'm gay.
Right.
Exactly.
But doesn't that mean you're gay?
Hey, easy, buddy.
Going too easy on your kids might seem like a good idea at the time, but Norm found out exactly what happens when that decision comes back to bite you.
What do you do with your son?
I play with him.
You're still playing with him?
Right.
You know, it's a funny thing.
Yeah.
When he was a very young boy, you know, when he was like 3, 4, something like that, I would play games with him, you know, like we'd play basketball or something.
Sure.
And I'd let him win.
Right.
You know, and now he can beat me at everything. And so he's like, hey, man, I always beat you at everything. I said, no, I used to let you win. You go, he doesn't believe it.
He always beat you.
Yeah, so he just thinks I'm some that can't beat a infant.
Courtney Thorne Smith walked in with the idea of a relaxed interview, but Norm had a very different agenda waiting for her.
You are making a movie with Carrot Top, right?
I made a movie with Carrot Top.
Okay. What's the movie going to be called? Really?
I know what it's going to be called.
Yeah, what's that?
If it's got Carrot Top in it, you know what a good name for it would be?
What's that, Norm?
Box Office Poison.
Well, there's this 2-hour season finale of Melrose Place. There's this movie coming out.
Yes.
Title undetermined at this point.
Chairman of the board.
Oh, all right. Do something with that, you freak.
I bet the board is spelled B-O-R-E-D.
Gender-based jokes are one of comedy's most dangerous territories, but Norm, he walked straight in without a second thought.
Who are safer drivers, men or women? Well, according to a new survey, 55% of adults feel that women are most responsible for minor fender benders, while 78% blame men for most fatal crashes. Please note that the percentages in these pie graphs do not add up to 100% because the math was done by a woman. For those of you hissing at that joke, it should be noted that that joke was written by a woman. So now you don't know what the hell to do, do you? No, I'm just kidding. We don't hire women.
My wife went into a coma.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
And the doctor said to me, there's one way to wake her up, but it's a little unconventional. You go in there and you have oral sex with her. I said, by God. He says, I've seen it work. I said, well, I'm willing to try. So I go in there, I'm in there about 5 minutes, and I come out. I said, Doc, she's choking.
Wow. I know the Bible says not to covet thy neighbor's wife.
Right.
But it doesn't say a damn thing about coveting thy neighbor's husband, especially a sweet, hot f***ing asshole. Impression of the 9/11 call from Johnny Carson?
911 call.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But 9/11 was a national tragedy.
Yes, it was.
Why'd you laugh at that?
You said it.
Roasting politicians on live TV takes a certain kind of nerve, but to roast the president himself in the White House, that's something only he can do.
Mr. President, you are now handicapped, and you're the President of the United States. You must have an unbelievable parking spot, you know? That's got to be very close to the building, you know?
But why stop at the president when you can go after the first lady too?
Here we see the president and the first bitch. Hey, slow down, you bitch. Let me catch up. Hey.
And while comedians develop a filter over time, Norm spent his entire career proving that was never going to happen.
You know, before I did the show, I never realized how much work it took to put on a production like this. Check it out. They spent 2 months building all these incredible sets. They had to coordinate 14 live music acts. And most impressive of all, they had to find a seat filler for Jennifer Lopez. She got a...
Some gold-plated chains would make a nice retirement gift for a very, very good slave. Well,
Are you serious?
Well, this was written...
Are you serious?
This was written years ago.
Did you just write that?
I didn't write it.
Did you just say that?
No, I read it, yes.
You read that?
Dance like no one is watching, sing like no one is listening, love like you've never been hurt, and like a goddamn...
I saw the word.
But behind the savage roasts and the one-liners was someone who never took himself too seriously.
What I wanted to show you is how easy it is to watch yourself and other live streams on your tablet device.
On the computer.
On the computer.
Yeah.
Go ahead and hit play there.
Okay,
It's
oh,
right
I
there
see.
in my...
It's so simple.
Do you see your face?
Oh yeah, it's me with a huge fat face.
Yeah, I didn't want to be the one to say it.
Yeah, I've been having a lot of trouble. My doctor, he said, he's not a very nice guy. He said, open your mouth and say oink.
Yeah, you need to get better insurance, Norm.
Insurance?
For going to those, you know...
What was your thing? Goodwill Smith? How'd that one go?
I was just, it's, you know, it's,
on Mad TV, they would often
like parodies.
combine two things.
I
So,
pitched a thing
yeah,
called
Goodwill Smith.
Goodwill Smith, and
right.
he worked at an all-black college, and you know the problem on the blackboard that no one could solve was 2 + 2. Then Will Smith plays a janitor who puts a 4, and they go, "Who solved that?" It took the professors 8 years to figure this one out. They rejected it. They said it was like racist.
Thanks for watching.
How you doing, Norm?
I'm all right, man. I'm doing good. I'm having fun. I came here on the airplane and stuff.
You always kill with that line.
I know.
You you got the sitcom. It's all.
Yeah.
You're living high on the hog. It's all going good for you.
Everything's fine.
Yeah.
No, not everything, but everything. You know, a lot of things, right? I don't know.
Yeah. You seem all shifty and nervous about something. You're hiding something, aren't you?
No.
See, people don't know you the way I know you.
Right.
This guy likes to have a good time.
I like to, I drinks a bit.
That wasn't what I was talking about.
Oh, what were you talking about?
I was just saying you have a good time. It's a real innocent thing to say, and then you get right into the drinking, huh?
Occasionally I like to drink a beer, I like regular drinks. I don't like...
As opposed to ether?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
What I was talking about is, those shooters? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're shooters and they're like, they have dirty names, like sex names. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, they're all called like, the red-headed whore or something.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the one I like. It's actually named after me. Lousy.
But I guess the idea is in your head you want to order them because you're drunk. You go, hey, they go, hey, you think maybe you'll get a, they go, you want a red-headed whore? Yeah, like right? You figure Rula Lenska's going to come in. You're going to have, right? You're going to have some dirty sex. But no, what I was going to say was this.
But you like, you said you sometimes you have a little too much to drink, maybe?
Well, one time I drank a super amount, and I'd only been...
A super amount, right?
It was when I was a young guy. I'd only drunk like 8 or 9 times in my whole life. I never had gotten really drunk, but I'd had drinks. And I went out with my buddies and I was drinking, and they were having those crazy drinks. All of a sudden, I was really drunk. And then a guy gave me some pills. Like, he said, hey, you want some pills? And I said, yeah, all right. So I ate the pills. And you're not supposed to eat pills while you drink.
I think even if you're not drinking, it's not a good idea when someone goes, you want a bunch of pills? Yeah.
I know.
But combining the two.
This guy was a decent guy. He was a bouncer. No. But so I said, yeah, so these pills, they just make you like 100 times drunker. So then I'm really drunk. And then like time passed, but I don't remember. And then my friends are like, hey, let's go. I'm like, why don't you guys go? Where are you gonna, why go, right? Like we're in a bar drinking, right? And like it doesn't seem right. You don't want to go home, and watch I Love Lucy or something. So you're like, hey, I just stay here. I'll make new friends, right? So I was like real drunk, and everybody was like cool. It was like a Western. It had a jukebox, one of those. Guy gives you a whole bottle there, and you go, ah. And then...
That's what you do when you're drinking, ah. You're a pirate, all of a sudden?
And then it was the funnest, man. There was a big fat bearded guy there, and I was hanging with him, real drunk. All of a sudden, right? I'm like, oh man, I can't remember anything. I remember like I sort of falling into a pool table or something like that.
Right.
And then I wake up, right? And it's like I'm in a bed. I look beside. There's the fat bearded guy beside me.
No, really?
Yeah. So I go, oh Lord God, I had sex with the fat bearded guy. And at the time, like I never had sex before in my life.
Yeah.
And I always thought it's probably going to be with a lady. You know what I mean? So then, but I looked over, and the weird thing was, instead of us being in the same bed, he's in a separate bed, right? Like we have two separate beds.
It's like twin beds.
Twin beds. So then I'm like, wait a minute, now this is weird, because, why would we be in separate beds? Is he like an old-fashioned gay guy, And then, right? But
he has the good values, yeah.
So
we're not married yet.
There's no such thing, of course, as an old-fashioned gay guy. They're the most decadent people. So I said,
what?
With sex, they enjoy sex like crazy,
We mustn't generalize.
No, we mustn't generalize.
No, but go ahead.
Seriously, if there was a bathhouse for straight guys, we wouldn't be able to have sex 9-10 times a night anyway. So anyways, I'm with, they love sex, it's a good thing. But I'm beside the fat bearded guy. I go, holy Lord. Anyways, it turns out, not a gay man at all. Turns out this guy, when I blacked out, had checked me into a rehab.
No.
Yeah.
And she's in there with you?
Yeah. So I got robes and a slipper, and they wouldn't give me my clothes back, and I had to stay in there for 3 days. And they're like, you're an alcoholic. I go, no, I'm not. And then apparently that's what alcoholics say too, So then for 3 days I had to stay there. I had to go to AA meetings, and I'd only been drunk like 9 times. Right? So they're like, "What's your worst one?" I go, "I guess the 9th one was bad."
Right.
That was and when did you hit bottom? I said, I don't know. The cool part of it was the girls all get up, right, and all their stories are all the same. Whenever they hit bottom,
right.
Every story is the same. They're like, when I hit bottom, I a guy for a drink, and you're like, oh. Every time.
Couldn't we just take them out of the studio for the Norm part and then bring them back? Get a salad guard up, something?
So anyways.
All right, that's a nice story.
No, but it's a serious illness, Alcoholism. It's an illness. It's an illness,
Yeah.
It's a good illness because there's not a lot of illnesses you get to be drunk all the time.
Yeah, I know. That's a corker. Will you hang on 1 second?
Okay.
We haven't even scratched the surface with Norm, so hang on, we'll be right back. Stick around. All right, we're back with Norm MacDonald. And you kind of surprised me because you did MTV Beach House recently, and there's a certain kind of person you expect to show up on the MTV Beach House, and I hear, we'll be right back with MTV Beach House, our special guest Norm MacDonald. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? What was that?
It's this show on MTV, right?
I know.
And it's at a beach.
It's at a beach.
And they don't script anything. Like, they do like anyway, so the dude, the host, was like, hey, Norm, do you mind wearing a pair of trunks, bathing trunks? And I go, no, I don't want to wear that, because I'm like, my body's like all weird looking and everything. everybody else is super hot ladies and super hot men. I don't, whatever.
Whatever you. Wow.
So,
got an issue about that. All right, go ahead.
So I'm on the show, right? So they're saying, hey, come on, seriously, put on the trunks. I'm like, no, man, I don't want to. So then they think this will be funny. They go, hey, we're going to show you a fashion show. Some dudes will come out, and show you, you see what you think. I go, what? So all of a sudden, these 3 dudes come out, right, dancing around in their thongs and shorts and everything.
They're wearing thongs or shorts? Which one?
Bathing trunks, but some of them are like thongs where you can see their dirty arses. So, so I'm like watching it, and I'm like, oh,
like
man.
Chaucer. Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm like, oh, I guess it is.
Okay, go
Old
ahead.
English. So I said, oh, yeah, no, I'm pretending to go, oh, yeah, that's funny, right? And
you do a lot of that at MTV, yeah.
So then the guy, the host, he goes to this one guy who was very, very, very gay. He goes,
what? How do you know that?
No, I mean,
you had a sign?
Yeah, he looked very, very gay. He says to this dude, he says, hey, I'll give you $20 if you lap dance on Norm. You know what I mean?
Right.
All of a sudden, this dude like, hey, $20. I guess he didn't have much money. Starts running towards me, right? So I look up. Here's this nude, almost nude dude running towards me, right? So I think in my head, okay, man, pretty soon the guy's going to be writhing around on my lap with his ass, And I don't want that on TV, forever.
No, it's okay to talk about it, but you don't want to see it.
Right. They videotape that, and it's there forever. So meanwhile, what can I do? You can't hit a guy because it looks bad. You know what I mean? Even though, of course, a woman could hit a naked guy running at him.
Sure, that's
fine.
Okay.
But a man can't hit him.
Yeah.
So I have to think fast. It's only a second. So I bolt. I take off, right?
You started running too?
Yeah, running down the beach.
The guy catch you or no?
Yeah, and then I had to come back on. They're like, oh, Mr. Homophobic. I won't let a guy grind his ass into you.
You got to work on that.
Hey, I'm going to miss Andy on this show, man.
Oh, yeah.
He's got to leave, huh? How bad is that, huh?
Yeah.
He should stay. You want him to stay. You should stay.
Good move.
You should stay.
You just
Get him booing.
Yeah, you killed everyone's joy tonight.
No, I swear to God, though, when you sit on a couch for the living, you should think about not giving that up. That's a great job. That's a great job. You sit on a couch, and you sit on a chair.
It got to be too much, though. I'm looking to lay down.
Got to tone it down a bit.
No, but you're a great man, and I'm going to miss you on the show, man. You're a great man, isn't he?
Thank you.
Great man.
Maybe he'll change his mind.
Maybe.
I keep asking him.
Yeah.
He's like, nope.
Maybe if the internet, they start like writing save Andy, you know what I mean? It's not save him because he's
it's
leaving.
his choice. Yeah. That's the hard thing. Now listen, we want to talk about your uncle, because every time you come on the show, you have a story about your uncle who lives up in Canada.
Oh yeah, he's a Frenchman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you always have like a little story about him.
Jean-Luc. Oh yeah, he's a crazy character, that dude. He originally visited New York City. Hello?
I'm just having a drink. I can listen to you and have a drink. It's not like I went like this. Hold it. Ooh. Ah, liquid. Huh? I'm still here. Let's see if I got this right. You've got an uncle, lives up in Canada, named Jean-Luc.
Jean-Luc.
Occasionally he visits. Once time he visited New York.
I came to New York. So I'm living in New York, you know? And Jean-Luc, I'm excited. Jean-Luc's going to come by, my crazy Frenchman uncle. So he gets in the cab, right?
When he gets to the airport.
Yeah, when he gets to the airport, the cab driver picks him up, and the cab driver says to him, hey, Frenchman, he says, do you like riddles, you know? So my uncle Jean-Luc is like, yes, I love the riddles. That's how he talks. He goes, I like nothing better than a riddle. So the cabbie's like, all right, here's one, right? So here's the riddle. His brothers and sisters, I have none, but this man's father is my father's son. So my uncle goes, I don't know. Right? So the cabbie goes, it's me. It's me.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
Oh, he thinks about it. Oh, by God, he says, that's a good riddle there. He says, I have to tell my wife, Mary Claire, when I get back to Gaspé. That's where he lives, Gaspé.
Right.
So he's like, take me back to the airport. And the cabbie's like, what? Right? The cabbie's like, I thought you wanted to go visit Norm there. No. I go back to the airport.
All right, you know, I have to tell Mary Claire. Seems odd, right?
Right.
Gets back on the plane, flies all the way back home there to Gas Bay. And he gets back, right? Runs in the door. Mary Claire, êtes-vous? You know, where are you, Mary Claire? Come on down here. I have a riddle for you. She goes, ooh, Jean-Luc, I love the riddle. She's a woman, high voice.
Michael Jackson was visiting. Yeah, all right.
So, you're going to love this riddle. How was New York? Forget about that. I got the riddle. Brothers and sisters, I have none. But this man's father, he is my father's son. She goes, oh, I don't know. Who is it? Some cab driver back in New York.
You didn't mean to do that, did you?
No, I didn't.
Be honest, you didn't mean to do that.
I didn't at all. I just got to the end. That guy, man, I always tell my uncle, you shouldn't curse so much. You know?
Oh, man. All right. Well, we're going to pick up the pieces.
Yeah.
The show is called Norm.
Yeah, yeah.
When is that on?
That's on Wednesday at 8:30. You already missed it, man. It's Thursday.
But it's on all more. They can watch it next time on ABC. Norm, it's always amazing. You're going to stick around. I know. I'm just going to say thanks for the segment.
No,
but
I
you're
want
going
to see Sean. That next guy is hilarious.
All right, he's going to stick around. Norm MacDonald's going to stick around. Sean Hayes coming right out. We'll be right back. Oh, man. How you doing, Sean?
I'm great. Really quick, we have an audition coming up on our show for an old-fashioned homo who wears a thong and does lap dances.
Oh.
Go for it.
No, Andy is going to move out there in a couple of
Wait, when is this?
Our producers will be
He'll
checking
call
our
you.
availability.
Yeah. You guys are doing well. The show's very successful. And you know what? Just as you were coming out of the curtain, Norm leans over to me and goes, this guy got a Porsche.
Yes.
And I remember reading about it. Your show's a big hit for the network,
Well,
and they gave all you guys Porsches.
Yes, and you, what did you get?
Ha! What are you talking about?
Well, then a Jag, right? Because the Jag's not so bad.
NBC's given us nothing, and they fired Norm's ass. So, you know. Pretty much. Yeah. You're talking to the wrong group of people about having a Porsche here.
Right. No, I really don't.
They sent
like
me a
it.
seat cover.
Did they?
Yeah, for my Ford Taurus. I love it. Yeah.
And some Subway tokens.
Yeah.
No, we. I really don't like the Porsche that much. I mean, it's fun. No. Hey, stop it!
You're breaking me up here, pal.
No, I like my Camry. I'm everyday people, and the Porsche. The Porsche to me is just it's too loud because the engine's like right here, so you get in,
Right.
And half your body fits in it, so like my left leg is dragging on the pavement as I drive.
You cut a little hole for it.
But I look cool.
Yeah.
So
that's a nice gift to get, though.
Yeah. How about
the show's going very well. You guys have a very physical show. I mean, you guys are always touching, bumping up against each other. You guys like to rub bellies. Every time I see a promo for your show, you guys are rubbing your bellies together. What's that all about?
Yeah,
because if it gets me a Porsche, I'm doing it.
Okay, come on, I'll give you mine.
All right, here we go.
You're like, no. Okay.
That's not happening, pal.
Yeah, we're pretty much touchy-feely on the set. We grope each other before we start a scene. Like, grab my crotch, it'll make the scene go much better, Okay, great. And then you say this line now like that, and then we do it.
You do that, huh?
Yeah.
That's acceptable because there's so much fear of the sexual harassment. You got to be so careful. And we have had seminars here at NBC. The idea that you can just grab people's breasts.
Did you have that seminar?
I'm not touching anybody's boobs. I'm not doing that.
No, but did you have?
We had this. We all had to go. Yeah.
Yeah, so did we, and we were sitting there. After the guy's like, it's very serious, don't make any jokes, and like every 5 seconds we're like making jokes. And after the whole thing was over, I walked out with my pants on my ankles and I said, great seminar. And I just walked to my car.
like that, yeah.
I did. My ass was hanging out.
Okay. This is only your third visit to New York City, is that right?
Yes, my third visit.
Do you like it here? I mean, you getting used to it?
It's all right. I wasn't used to the alley, not having alleys. I didn't know the garbage is on the street and the rats are like everywhere. But it's a nice place to visit.
Right.
But one of the incidents I had this. You'll like this story. I had a hooker come up to me when.
Yeah, just tell this one to Norm. Norm suddenly woke up. Yeah.
So I had this hooker come up to me. Now, I had been drinking out with some friends, and they dropped me off at the hotel, and I walked, to the hotel, and this hooker just, wrapped in newspapers in this skirt, I'm a little tipsy, and she comes up to me, she's like,
The hooker
hey.
was wrapped in newspapers?
Yeah, that's, high fashion for hookers.
I've never heard of that before. You sure that was a hooker and not a newsboy? You said you'd had a few drinks.
It was dark.
This hooker wearing a cap saying extra, extra starts rubbing up against me.
Yeah, so anyways, it was a woman, and she comes
I like
up
how
to
Norm
me.
and I immediately are like, what? That doesn't sound right for a hooker. Like, what are we talking about?
Okay, it wasn't newspapers. She had like a Chanel dress on, all right? And I come up, bing! And she comes up and she starts groping me, and she's like, come on, babe. It was just, for like 5 minutes. I'm like, okay, I gotta go. And she's like, starts groping me and everything. I go in, I'm like, whatever. I go in and I go to the front desk, and I'm like, any messages? And I walk back to the elevator, and she's through the glass going. And I'm like.
Betty Bye time.
But I called my brother later the next day, and I tell him, she's like, she was trying to get your money, because when I go out, all I bring is my license.
No, hookers don't want your money.
No. No.
What are you talking about?
No, but I mean, she, pickpocket and all that stuff.
Oh,
and that's
steal your
what
money.
She was doing, right, like down my pocket. And
well, that's different.
But whatever, blah blah blah. What a stupid story.
I like it when an interview ends with blah, 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 whatever. Well, Will and Grace.
That's true, man. One time my buddy was with a hooker, he was telling me.
Wait a minute, you have a hooker story?
Yeah.
Here we go.
And he said that he phoned me up once. He was in Vegas, and he's like, hey, man, I'm with this hooker, but I think she ripped me off, man, because she took the money, right? Oh, no, yeah. She said, she said something about, like, I'm going to go into the bathroom to get a towel to wipe off your balls or something.
Wait a minute. No, you can't. No, wait a minute. You can't. No, you can't. No, you
Wait a minute. That's her.
I can't remember.
What are you doing tonight? I'm glad you can't remember the rest.
All of our stories.
Yeah, you only remember the crucial sentence. This is a network show. This is like going to Salt Lake City tonight. Not tonight. All right.
I'm sorry.
Total meltdown tonight.
I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah. Will and Grace is on Tuesdays at 9 on NBC, the same network, by the way, which brought you all of this tonight. What higher endorsement? Sean Hayes. Hey, Sean. We'll be right back.